we never look for the next, like when we had Justin Herbert out west, we didn't look for the next Justin Herbert. We looked for the first Cam Ward, and we're looking for the first and best version of Carson Beck. So Carson Beck has as good of experience as a quarterback as you can have. He's played in monster games, and he's played at high level. And he is ultra competitive, and his football IQ is off the charts. It didn't take long to realize that he's a team player and that his work ethic is also through the roof. So even though he missed spring practice, his participation was in a limited manner, but soon after he has been cleared and he's been participating and doing everything with our team for several weeks. And that's a lot of opportunities. Nowadays in college football, guys run their own practices and whatnot, and they get, almost like an entire, spring session on their own off to the side. But what we see is, like I mentioned, a high-level elite competitor that has played at a high level, that is, and this I think is the best part, that is hungry and driven, not just to establish himself as one of the premier players in the country. He, like Akeem, like CeCe, like Wes, their interest is to make Miami better, to go win. And I think when you combine those things and you combine an offensive line that really prides itself on working hard and protecting and running the ball well and a lot of pieces around it and an improved defense, this is the right place, this is the right time, and these are the right people. And I think his relationship with Shannon Dawson and the rest of the offensive staff, particularly the offensive line coach, Coach Mirabal, it's a tremendous partnership. And so we're looking forward to getting on the field and making it work.
I think the biggest thing for me, obviously, was the offensive fit. As a quarterback, the OC, the scheme, the talent and guys that you're going to have around you is huge to the success and ultimately the future, of a quarterback, but of me, right? And this is my future, and I think that this decision is one of the better decisions I've made. And since I've been here in January and, developing the relationships and building the chemistry between me, the wide receivers, the running backs, the tight ends, the O-line, and just trying to develop, those relationships and that camaraderie, it's just reinforced my decision in a positive way. I'm really excited to continue to keep working with these guys. Obviously, the spring, it was a little slow for me. I try to take more of a coaching role, a coaching aspect, being behind every single play, trying to help the other quarterbacks that were in there getting reps, picking out one singular receiver at practice and watching every single one of his reps, and then going in and watching the film with him after, right, and teaching him certain things, certain intricacies and routes and concepts, and trying to teach everybody the way I see the game, right, so that we're all on the same page. But, ultimately, the decision, I feel like, has really paid off, and this offseason has been really good and full of really good work.